Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching Georgia Beer Views. Back at you today with another one, and looking at a beer from Spyglass Brewing Company out of Nashua, New Hampshire. This is the Imaginary Numbers. It is a session New England style IPA, clocking in at 5% alcohol by volume. It is kettle and dry hopped with Citra, Brew One, and Cashmere hops. And this was packaged on August 17th, 2022. We're just into September, so less than a month old. Very fresh stuff. Went to the brewery earlier today, bought a bunch of stuff because I do not get Spyglass in my immediate area. So Nashua, New Hampshire, from where I live, they're here in Massachusetts. It's probably about a 25-minute drive. So not bad. It was worth the drive. All right, never had this beer, so let's pour it up and see what we're working with. It is a nice hazy orange color, opaque, one finger, white, creamy looking head. The aroma, a lot lighter than the other two Spyglass beers that I had, but that's to be expected, I guess. 5% versus 8+% double IPAs for the other two beers that I tried from them recently. So a little bit of a tangerine, citrus, maybe a light pineapple. A little bit of wheat malt coming through. This is much lighter on the aroma than the other beers that I had. It doesn't smell watered down, but I guess in comparison to the other two beers, if you drink them side by side, you might say that. It smells good. There's just not a ton there. Like I said, citrus, a little tropical fruit, a little bit of the bready malt notes, but it's on the lighter side. It smells good, though. It smells really nice. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. You're getting the citrus, those tangerine notes, a little bit of the pineapple, tropical fruit notes in the middle of the sip. A lot of wheat bready malt. The body with this is really light. Nice prickly carbonation. I think the carbonation stands out a little bit more because the body with this is a little bit thinner. The body is a little thin, on the thin side. Very enjoyable. Honestly, it tastes like they took one of their double New England style IPAs and just watered it down. It's really good. But after having the double helix and the turbulent flow, double New England juicy IPAs, this one's just not as flavorful. But if you want a great, lighter, sessionable New England style IPA, this one's a heck of a lot better than some of the other options out there. Probably the best session IPA that I've had. I wish there was just a little bit more body, but it's hard to complain. I mean, it says right on the label, session IPA. It's 5%. A lot of times when you get all these hops, and with this particular style of beer, I just feel like it doesn't do well. Whether it's the New England juice bombs or whether it's the West Coast IPAs, I feel like they just don't hold up well to the lighter, to this representation of it, because they're not meant to be super light and sessionable. There's too much hopping, and the process to make this type of beer, I just feel like it just doesn't do well with this beer being as light as it is. I feel like it's just not as good. There's not as much body, there's not as much flavor, because it has been muted to a certain extent by trying to make it light and sessionable. They've taken away some of the good qualities of the style of beer. This is an excellent lower ABV, more sessionable, juicy IPA, but of the Spyglass beers that I've had recently, this one doesn't even come close. But it is excellent. It really is. It's just, I should have started with this one and then worked my way up to the double IPAs, because this one now just really doesn't have much flavor. I mean, it's there, but it's just not as much as I would like. So nothing off about it. Very nice. An excellent session, juicy New England style IPA, but I don't like the sessionable, juicy, or West Coast style IPAs. I don't like sessionable IPAs, period. I haven't had one that I really fell in love with, because I like the full expression of the style, and the doubles, and the triples. So this one just isn't doing it for me, but for what it is excellent. I'm going to go with a 92 out of 100, though. It's an A-. It's excellent, but there's just a little bit to be desired. I wish there was a little bit more. All the flavors are on point. They're delightful, but I wish there were more of them. So 92 out of 100 for the Imaginary Numbers from Spyglass Brewing Company out of Nashua, New Hampshire. Buy it, try it, let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you can get Spyglass beers in your area. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, and until next time, everybody, cheers.